Okay, and so today we are going to learn on chapter 6, linear equation. Right, but today we are going to focus only on 6.1, which is linear equations in one variable. Okay, so first of all, what does it mean by linear equation? First of all, the word equation here, so as we all know, it's actually persamaan. So dia kena ada sama dengan. So linear equations in one variable. So equation means equal. So maksudnya sama dengan lah. So it shows the relationship between two quantities that have the same value. Meaning we are talking about the same unknown. And then linear equation. First of all, it need to have only one variable. And it must be the power of 1. Okay, so for example, we have equation x plus 2 equals to 5. So it has only one variable, which is x. And x is power of 1. Maksudnya dia bukan x kuasa 2 tambah 2 sama dengan 5. Kalau yang tu, dia bukan linear. So, and then it has equal. So, then it is linear equation. So, kalaulah kita hanya ada x tambah 2, so that is algebraic expression. Okay, next. So, let us look at few examples. So, you need to identify linear equation in one variable. Okay, so m plus 3 equals to 8. So, that is linear equation in one variable because it has only one unknown, which is m. It has equal sign and it is power of 1. 2m minus 7 equals to 3. So that is also linear equation in one variable because it has one unknown m, which is power of 1, and it has equal sign. What about p plus q equals to 5? So we have two different unknown, which is p and q. But it is power of 1, so we say it as linear equation, but it has two variables because p and q. So a squared plus b squared equals to 13 squared. So dia ada kuasa 2 square. So meaning definitely it is non-linear. Okay, kalau nampak ada kuasa lebih daripada 1, so definitely dia non-linear. What about 2pq minus 8 equals to 10? So dia ada dua unknown kat situ. So then we mention it is non-linear as well, because they are up. And 2a minus 49 equals to 3b. So we have two unknowns, which is a and b. Both of them are power of 1. So they are linear equation but in two variables. Okay. So now we need to write or form a linear equation based on the situation. Okay, let's have a look at few vocabulary. So less than maksudnya kurang, subtract tolak, addition tambah, double maksudnya dua kali ganda. So we need to times, total, so we need to add all, and divide is bahagi. Okay, first example. Subtract 10 from a number. Its remainder is 28. So from a number, kita tak tahu, so we let it as unknown, which is x. So x minus 10 equals to 28. Now next, it's about a situation. So Ahmad bought 5 pen which cost Rm a each. So kalau dia beli 5 batang, so maksud harga dia 5A. An exercise book which cost Rm5. Maksudnya dia belanjakan sebanyak 5A tadi, harga pen, tambah dengan 5. And then he paid Rm20 and get a balance of Rm5. Maksudnya, dia semua tu harganya 15. So that's the equation. So twice a number subtract 4, the result is 20. So twice maksudnya dua kali ganda dia. A number is y, subtract tolak. So terus tukar satu-satu. So dia jadi 2y tolak 4 sama dengan 20. So the quotient of a number and 3 is 6. So y over 3 is equal to 6. Okay, ni pula cerita sikit. So the length of a rectangle is 5 cm longer than its width. So the perimeter of a rectangle is 24. So dia bagi tahu kita ada rectangle yang width dia adalah y. Length pula 5 cm longer. So bila longer maksudnya tambah 5. Okay. So y. So length dia jadi y tambah 5. So perimeter maksudnya tambah semua keliling tu dapat 24. So bila kita tambah, so we have y plus y plus 5 plus y plus y plus 5. So simplify macam tajuk algebra expression sebelum ni. So sama dengan 24. Next. Okay, so macam mana kita nak selesaikan linear equation? So linear equation ni dia ada beberapa cara untuk kita selesaikan. So dia ada 3 method. So trial and improvement method, equality concept and bactracking method. But today we are only going to focus on second and third. Okay, let's have a look at one example. Okay, so first kita akan tengok kalau dia ada x on one side saja tau. Okay, maksudnya sebelah dia ada, sebelah lagi tak ada x. So 2x plus 3 equals to 10. Okay, so first kita buat backtracking dulu. Okay, so let's see what happened to x. Maksudnya, mula-mula kita ada x je. So macam mana dia jadi macam equation kat atas tu? So x, mula-mula dia darab dengan 2, barulah dia jadi 2x. Next, kita tengok 2x tu kena tambah 3, barulah kita dapat expression 2x tambah 3. So, nilai expression tu adalah 10. Okay, so bila nak cari jawapan, kita akan reverse. Sebab dia backtrack kan. So, kalau tambah dia jadi tolak, darab jadi bahagi dan sebaliknya. So, instead of 10 tadi, so kalau tambah, terbalik dia tolak. So, 10 tolak 3 dapat 7. Selepas tu, lepas dah dapat 7, tadi kan darab. So, next kena bahagi. So, 7 bahagi 2, dapatlah 7/2. Jawapan lebih baik fraction instead of decimal. Dia lebih tepat. Okay, so jalan kira nak buat macam mana? Takkan nak buat benda ni pula. Okay, so kita guna balancing technique. Okay, so 2x tambah 3 sama dengan 10. So, first kita buat tolak on both sides. So, 2x tambah 3. So, sini kena tolak 3. Sini pun kena tolak 3. So, dapatlah 2x sama dengan 7. Okay, next. Sebab kita nak x sahaja. So, 2x ni maksudnya 2 darab x. So, nak hilangkan darab kena bahagi. So, 2x bahagi 2. Yang ni pun 7 bahagi 2. So, dapatlah x sama dengan 7/2. Okay, jelas? Okay, next. So, 3x tambah 8 bahagi 2 sama dengan 7. Okay, mari kita tengok macam mana boleh jadi equation macam ni. Okay, kita mula-mula ada x sahaja. Daripada ada x, kemudian dia jadi 3x. So, maksudnya kita darab dengan 3. Selepas dah darab 3, jadi 3x. Lepas 3x tu dia tambah 8. Jadilah 3x tambah 8. Tapi sekarang dia ada denominator 2. So, semua tu dibahagi 2, dapatlah 3x tambah 8/2. Okay, so expression tu sama dengan 7. So, kita kena backtrack. Terbalikkan semua simbol. So, kalau bahagi, dia tukar jadi darab. Darab 2. So, 7 darab 2 dapat 14. So, tadi tambah. So, tukar jadi tolak. So, 14 tolak 8 dapat 6. Next, kita backtrack lagi, reverse. Kalau multiply, dia jadi bahagi. So, 6 bahagi 3 dapat 2. Okay, jalan kerja. So, 3x tambah 8/2 sama dengan 7. First, kita multiply 2 on both sides. So, then we have 3x plus 8 only equals to 14. Next, we would like to eliminate 8. So, sebab tu kita minus 8 on both sides. So, 3x sama dengan 6. Next, sebab kita nak x sahaja. So, 3x bahagi 3 sama dengan 2. 6 bahagi 3 dapat 2. Alright. Harap semua dapat ya. Okay, next. Contoh yang seterusnya. So, kita terlibat dengan equation x over 2 minus 1 equals to negative 3. So first, let's look at what happened to x. So x, firstly, you divide by 2. So that it becomes x over 2. Next, the minus 1, we subtract by 1, and that becomes x over 2 minus 1. So the expression there equals to negative 3. So then, as usual, we backtrack the process. So negative 1 becomes positive 1. We need to add by 1. And then we have negative 3 plus 1 equals to negative 2. And then we multiply by 2, then our answer is negative 4. Okay, so let's see how do we write our solution. Okay. Just like before, so we need to write on both sides. So firstly, we need to add 1 on both sides. So that's why we have x over 2 equals to -2. Next, we would like to have only x. So need x divide by 2 to eliminate divide. So we multiply by 2. Sorry, by 2 here. So x times over 2 times 2, then we have only x here. So -2 times 2 is -4. Alright, so next. So if you look at our example here, we have x on both sides. So usually when we have x on both sides, we won't do the backtracking method. We would simply do the balancing technique, I would say. Okay, how do we write our answer? So since we have x on both sides, so you could see here, so we need to eliminate x on both sides. By meaning eliminate tu maksudnya singkirkan x. So kita nak buang salah satu x. Sebab sini ada x, sini pun ada x, so kita nak buang salah satu. So 2x tambah 5. So sebab sini ada x, saya nak hilangkan x sebelah sini. So sini saya tolak x, sini pun saya tolak x. So x minus x becomes 0. So here we simplify the expression. So till x minus x, so that is only x plus 5. So when solving linear equation, we would like to have only x on the side. So that means we need to remove this addition 5. So we subtract by 5. So that side will also subtract by 5. So that's why we have x equals to -5. Remember, our answer x would only be on the left hand side and our value will be on the right hand side. Let's have a look at a bit more complicated than that. Okay, now you have the bracket here. So as we know, bracket means darab, and inside we have expression. So kita kena dua-dua darab. By means, kita kena expand the bracket. Okay, so firstly we expand the bracket. Expand tu maksudnya saya kembangkan ataupun saya darabkan satu-satu. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, so barulah kita ada bentuk yang macam ni. Next, bila ada x on both sides, kita kena hilangkan x pada salah satu. But in our case, yang ni saya decide untuk buang 15 ni dulu. So 3x tambah 15, tolak 15. So sini pun saya tolak 15. So then we have 3x equals to x minus 18. Okay, so bila ni ada x, sini pun ada x, saya kena remove salah satu. So saya remove yang ni. So next saya tolak x on both sides. So saya dapat 2x sama dengan -18. So sebab ni darab, saya kena bahagi. So bila bahagi dan dapat -9. Okay, so bila ada bracket kena expand dulu. So macam case ni saya tolak 15 dulu. Tapi boleh je nak buat tolak x dulu, sama je dua-dua. Yang penting jawapan kena ada satu saja. Okay. Next kita tengok solving problems. Okay, maksudnya dia bagi bentuk ayat dan kita kena selesaikan. So the question is, this is actually textbook je. So after 10 years, Jalil's age will be thrice his age this year. Okay, so what is Jalil's age now? Okay, first kita kena understand the problem. When we understand the problem, then only we could change the problem into an equation. Okay, so dia kata thrice. Thrice ni maksudnya 3 kali ganda. So maksudnya 3x. Sekarang ni umur dia kita tak tahu, which is x. So dia kata so after 10 years maksudnya selepas 10 tahun. Maksudnya kalau lah sekarang umur saya 5 tahun, selepas 10 tahun umur saya jadi 15. So maksudnya saya kena addition. So x tambah 10, dia kata jadi thrice. So jadi 3x. Okay. So ni dia punya equation. So x tambah 10 sama dengan 3x. Sebab dua-dua belah ada x, kita kena hilangkan salah satu. So yang ni dia minus x, yang ni minus x. So tinggal 10 sama dengan 2x. So sebab 2x ni adalah darab 2, so saya bahagi 2, bahagi 2. So, dapatlah 5 sama dengan X. So, 5 sama dengan X kan sama je dengan X sama dengan 5. Dia benda yang sama. So, maksudnya X ni tadi Jalil age kan. So, kita kena bagi tahu. So, Jalil is 5 years old. Dan, so, itu je contoh untuk solving problem. So, your homework is subject 6.1D. Question 1 and question 2 must review 6.1 page 131. Okay, soalan 1, 3, 4, 5. Buat backtracking tu atas kertas conteng je. Jawapan kena balancing teknik. Okay, soalan tak payah salin, jimat. Okay, itu saja untuk hari ini. Terima kasih sebab sudi luangkan masa. Minta maaf juga sebab tak dapat online tadi. Okey, itu saja untuk hari ini. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kalau ada yang tak faham, anytime, PM saya je, Telegram boleh, WhatsApp boleh. Just message me, okay? Alright, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.